Good evening.
Good evening.
How we doing on this day?
Well,
Well,
It's a beautiful day to be in the neighborhood. Yes, it is. Yes. Amen. Amen. On tonight they gave me John chapter 11, and I'm going to read verse 25 and 26. And it says, "And Jesus said unto her, I am the resurrection, and I am the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. Whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. Believest thou this?" And my theme would be on this evening, placing him in the right position. Placing him in the right position. The word position is a place where someone or something is located or has been put. Now, I see a lot of faces. I see men. I see women. What position do you play, Mother, in your church?
Deaconess.
Deaconess. That is the position. Miss Norma, what position do you play?
Usher.
You're an usher.
ask me.
Christine, what position do you play at your job?
No, the church.
The church.
Chief pew member.
And for the married people, we have Brother Leonard. What position do you play as a married person?
play the head of household, leader.
The husband.
Yeah.
All right.
And what position do you play as a married couple?
A loving wife.
A loving wife. These are positions that we know about. And we have them on our job, we have them in our family, we have them in the churches, as y'all have said. So upon this conclusion of this lesson, I'm going to ask you two questions. Is Jesus' position in your life? And number two, where is he positioned in your life? Okay? And so we understand that this story dealt with Lazarus, and it's awesome to me because Lazarus is dead and you have Jesus on the scene, he's doing his business, and you have Martha, and they're like, well, Lazarus is dead. And to make a long story short, they began to worry. And the B clause of the text here, you find out that he said, if you believe in me, you shall never die. You will always have life. In other words, if you receive Jesus Christ, you're into heaven. And before he dealt with the natural, he dealt with the spirit. Letting you understand that you will always have life. And so when she began to ask him, and he began to say these things, he dealt with the spirit, like, position me in the spirit. Then I would deal with the natural man, and I would raise him up from the dead as well. And so, one day on my job, the foreman went on vacation. The supervisor let another employee who was not qualified to take his position. The employee did not get the right protection or time for the men on the track, on my job, on the railroad. And because you had a wrong man in the wrong position, he released a train and the men almost died. Because the wrong person was placed in the wrong position. Now, sometimes we feel like we need to be positioned in front of Christ. You say, why you say that? Because we don't consider him in the decisions that we make. Many times. Job, wife, many people, if they could take things back, many people have gotten divorced and things just happen. And they did not ask God for anything. They just went and did their own because they felt like they was in the right position to do their thing. And so, by placing him like this building, there's different pyramids, there are different posts where they have to place these poles so this building will not fall. I don't care what building you go in, those pillars are placed in the right place. If not, the building will fall. The light little wind, it will fall. And so sometimes we can become fooled a lot of time, class, because we feel like we are saved and we know we are saved, and we say we call on Jesus and we say he is part of my life. But when it comes down to church duties, when it comes down to prayer, when it comes down to reading the word, we place Jesus in the back of us. But when it comes down to problems, we place him in the front of us. He want to be placed in the front of us at all times. See, the pillar need to be so strong and so heavy in your life that you will not fall. It's because you have positioned him correctly in your life. And so, as we're here and we understand that we play different roles in our life, on our job, sometimes we think we can handle some things. And like on my job, the employee that they put in charge of us, they thought that he was qualified. But when the heat got on him, he found out that he was not qualified. You are never qualified without Jesus Christ being placed in your life. And so sometimes even the loved ones and the friends, co-workers may be afraid of death. And so when death is in us, not in us, but around us, sometimes we become more fearful than the one that's even sick. It's because we don't realize that we have placed him in the wrong position. Because when you place him in the right one, for God I live and for God I die. I do not fear death. It's because if I ever leave here, I know I have a place. He is the door. He is the only door. You can't go under, you can't go over. You must come in at the door. He is the post. He is the pillar that will keep you stable. He is the pillar
Yes, sir.
that will keep you steady.
Yes, sir.
He is the pillar
Yes.
that will allow, if a vehicle would try to run you over and he's in front of you, the car would be destroyed before he hit your life.
Glory to God. Thank you.
Place him in the right place. Place him in the right position.
Yes, sir.
In front of me.
Yes.
And so if he stop and I keep running, I'm going to bump into him. It's because he's placed
Yes.
right before me. He is in me.
Yes.
See, dynamite can't destroy this pillar.
No.
The enemy can't destroy this pillar.
That's all.
And so if you ever remove him from your life, if you ever remove him, Ms. Norma, I don't care how much you speak in tongues, the enemy will always and will be able to have access in your life. Let him be positioned
Yes.
in the right place
Yes, sir.
in your life.
Yes, sir.